Now this is a man, and he's standing right next to an airplane. An airplane that's not very big at all, and an airplane that's quite miserable. Yes, everybody, welcome aboard the Star Bumblebee 2, the smallest airplane that was ever built. Here is the Guinness certificate, which says Bumblebee 2, smallest airplane with a length of just about 8 feet and 10 inches and a super small wingspan of only 5 feet 6, which results into an airplane design that you're really not jealous of not being able to fly anymore. Why? Because this plane was only built once and it crashed on the third fly. I mean, look at how small it is compared to this pushback tug. I don't even know why the pushback tug is here at this small. They don't have a pushback tug in real life. This plane had its first flight in 1988 and it lasted for over a month. I don't know how the pilot actually managed to survive the crash. It's kind of a shame though that we can't see this airplane in real life. There's not even a full-size replica in a museum anywhere, although you can buy a small scale model on eBay. And honestly, the scale is probably not that much smaller than the real airplane itself anyway. So hey, why not? So let's go ahead and fly this airplane and find out why it didn't last for over a month and why it wasn't mass produced. This is the crashed Bumblebee 2 right here before the crash. And we can see into the cockpit. This is a 1980s airplane, and even for these days, it was not very equipped. How do we even turn on this airplane? I think you have to pull this. And in order to start the engine up, we have to put this button on, which is kind of simulating hand starting the engine. That hasn't worked clearly. Let's try again. Yes, there we go. Now the 80 horsepower engine, which even in airplanes isn't a lot at all, has started up, and we can start our taxiation. Of course, this is a tail dragger, although it probably is the worst taxiing tail dragger in the world. Like, not even this. I don't think this gear actually moves. You move this airplane on the ground just by brakes on the main landing gear. Hey, at least we have brakes on this plane. It's pretty much the only feature we do have. And the fire truck's rolling by. Looks like a giant. Anyway, something you really quickly tell with this airplane when you look at the airspeed indicator is how fast this plane is. You can safely start flying it at 100 knots. And it flies all the way up to 130 knots, apparently, which is so much faster than like a Cessna. But it definitely needs that speed to fly. I mean, look at the wing. I have no even idea. I don't know how this plane even flies at all. Look at the size of it compared to the taxi sign. It makes this car over there look like a giant. Let's go. Come on. Keep taxiing. Come on. Looking good. Looking good. Let's get onto the runway. The pushback tug would not be able to push us back at all. All right. Come on now. Come on now. All right. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and take off from St. Bartholomew's runway 10. So, full power into the 80 horsepower engine. I mean, look, our takeoff performance probably depends on how much we've had for breakfast. Either way, look at that. We are able to gain a lot of speed, probably because of our lightness, but we need that speed once again to take off. We're like at 90 knots now. This airplane reluctantly takes, oh my god, takes flight. This is a flying bullet. You have no idea how scary it probably would have been to fly this airplane because of its immense speed but very small size. All right, do we have a trim? I reckon we don't, and we stall out this plane extremely quickly. Look how quickly we start shaking. This wing has more width to it than length. No, but what does that mean is that it's quite maneuverable. Look, we're able to pull some aileron rolls. Oh my god, that was a bad idea. Okay, we've died. That would have been a very there's not a lot of crumple zone. Flying this plane for long distances probably wouldn't have been very comfortable or possible. I guess the fuel tank just isn't very big on this thing, and you can tell that in the range. This thing has a fuel endurance of 1 hour. That's the fuel endurance of like an electric, V-less plane nowadays. And that gives us a range of 56 nautical miles. That's so unusable. Maximum altitude is 5,000 feet as well. Yeah, this thing doesn't do well with thin air because the wings don't. I mean, what happens if we try to take off at a place that even exceeds the cruise altitude? Look, this airport oh my god, this looks ridiculous. This airport right here in the Alpine Mountains has a altitude of 5,500 feet, exceeding the practical cruise altitude for this plane. Now, the good thing is this airplane does not have an altitude indicator, so it doesn't matter. Like, who'd know? Let's go take off. Full power. And the 80 horsepower in our airplane are causing us to use the entire runway probably. We will need a lot of runway to actually speed up. What scares me is how low this plane hangs above ground. I mean, crosswind landing's absolutely impossible. You'd be so quick to striking that wing. All right, there we go. Anyway, we're needing the runway of the Airbus A380 really now, because we just need so much speed to lift off. But there we go. Come on. Yes, you've actually done it. You've taken off. Barely. This plane is shaking a lot. Oh my God, this plane, I mean, genuinely, it is... Flying this is like a commendable suicide. We're over-revving the engines, yet we're able to not gain a lot of altitude at all. This little engine is so weak right here that you're just not able to fly at this normal GA airport. Whoa! Come on, give me more power. Give me more power. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not die. Let's not die. Let's not die. Oh my God, you're dying. You're dying. You're dying. I haven't even tried to fly properly. That's crazy. You know, genuinely, I'm not exaggerating when I say that this is probably the worst flying airplane in the world. I mean, honestly, I'm not trying to disrespect the work that was done here. After all, this is a world record that never was beaten. Obviously not. I mean, look at it. But this just flies so poorly here. I need to give full power on approach. And landing this plane is so scary. I mean, can you imagine just that we have a little bit of winds going on here? And you can definitely feel that so much in this plane. I know RC planes that fly more smoothly. Oh. Whoa. Oh, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. I mean, of course you're gonna die with this plane. Oh, come on. Oh, what's going wrong? There's something wrong. I can't even break it. Like, I genuinely tried a little bit of my best here to land properly. Absolutely impossible. Yeah, rest in peace. So yes, this plane definitely only can fly at a very long runway, which is ironic because that's the smallest plane. You wouldn't have thought that. But only when the weather is good, of course. Look at how this normal... I mean, this is Princess Diana Airport, not the longest or widest runway at all in the world. Only if the weather is good enough. Look, if we look at like 20 knots of wind or something, this is gonna be so scary. Let's try to take off with a little bit of wind here. Come on. This is a normal wind situation that a Cessna could be able to fly at, probably. All right. I mean, look at how fast this plane looks. It's absolutely ridiculous, especially now when the ATRs over there look like giants next to us. All right, here we go. Taking off with this miserable plane. Whoa. Okay, we've already died. Yep, the wind is absolutely insane. But let's go ahead and try to come in for a landing again. I mean, just look at the ocean waves. Okay, this airplane really sucks. Now, by the way, it has flaps. Let's put the flaps out. Come on. Don't be shy. Look, 20 degrees of flaps. That improves a lot. Wow. And just look how this plane is like drifting through the air. It's genuinely less stable than an RC plane. Whoa. All right, lock in. Time to land properly. Let's be real careful. Come on, let's try to... Whoa. Here's the runway. Here's the runway. Here's the runway. Don't stall out. Don't stall. I want to do this landing properly. Just the problem. Oh my... Can you imagine landing this plane? Because of course it is fast, but yet so small. All right, let's touch her down smoothly. Okay, that felt like a really hard landing despite it only being 236 feet per minute. And there we go. We've actually done a nice landing there. Hey, that went relatively well. Wonderful. So everybody, yes, the Bumblebee 2, the smallest plane ever built. A plane with a staggering fuel tank of 3 gallons. Which, by the way, if you were to fill the fuel up to the brim, which you really need, you would not be able to weigh more than 72 kilograms, 160 pounds. I weigh slightly more than 72 kilograms, so I would not be able to actually fly it without exceeding the maximum takeoff weight of 260 kilograms, 574 pounds. It's a shame this plane is not visitable nowadays, but very obviously it's brought back to life now in the Microsoft Flight Sim, with this plane being a freeware on the FlightSim.to website. And honestly, this is one of my most favorite freewares. It's generally such a good flight model. This plane sucks to fly, and that's exactly how it was in real life. And so everybody, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, good night. And a special thanks goes out to my members, my supporters, Guns Killer, R27, James Duram, That Dude, Anime Gods of Gaming, Derek, Insider Plane, Nishijitsu Fanner, Professional Jamal, Ryland Williams, and New the York. You've got beautiful names.